Hey guys, so I wanted to kind of talk a little bit today about, while I'm getting ready, because, um, talk about chronic pain or chronic illness and how we usually say no to a lot of things because we just don't know how things are going to react and what's going to happen and, you know, how much that's going to set us back, that kind of stuff. So I we had tickets to Brett Paisley the other night, and they were really good tickets. So I wanted to go, but I just wasn't sure if it was a good idea. Like, I've said no to a lot of concerts, I've said no to a lot of outings. Um, and you always feel guilty when you say no, right? Because, like, you feel bad. And it's not that you don't want to, because, you do really want to go. It's just, it's hard. It's hard to know, the setback or what's going to happen, or even during kind of thing. So it took me a while to actually decide to go, but I'm like, you know what? I haven't done this in a long time. And even though I was really worried because the seats aren't great, you're like a sardine in a seat. There's no room to move your legs, like that kind of stuff. So I was a little hesitant about going, but I said yes. And I really wanted to wear my boots. I haven't worn my boots since I bought them. I bought them 4 or 5 years ago now in Nashville. Love them. They're beautiful. They fit really good, or they did when I tried them on. And so I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to wear my boots. So decided to go, went. The way the boots feel, they're actually really great. They make them so that it fits perfectly like that. So there's a little room in the toes and there's room in the back so that you're not rubbing, and there's a little bit snug around the arch of your foot, so your shoe doesn't move, or your foot doesn't move. So I put them on and they feel good. They didn't hurt, nothing. So I thought, okay, well, we can do this. And nothing was touching my calf, so that was perfect. So I'm like, okay, I'm wearing them. Had my cane and we went. The walk to Rogers wasn't that far. So we walked, we got there, it was good. As I was walking, I could actually feel throbbing in my foot. It was almost like a heartbeat. So I'm not sure if the area that's a little bit more snug was pushing on something that is already compromised, because I have compromised nerves, compromised veins, compromised whatever. There's a lot of compromise. I have insufficient blood flow, insufficient oxygen going through my leg and all that stuff. So I thought maybe it was pushing on something. So I was kind of trying to adjust it. And then we got to our seats, and thank God, like, usually Kelly sits on the outside because he's a big guy, he needs the room. But I got to sit on the outside. He got sardined beside me with his knees almost up to his chest. And so the whole time sitting there, I was praying that there was not going to be anybody in front of me, that the seat in front of me was going to be empty, because I could actually put my leg on the kind of side bottom part of the chair, and I could kind of lift it up. As I was sitting there, the leg was getting worse, and it already hurts. Like, there's pain that you can't get away from that, but it was like starting to get worse, and the pressure was getting worse, and so my leg would literally go on the chair, on the floor, hanging down by the step. Like, it was constantly moving. I just couldn't get it comfortable for life or money. Like, it didn't matter what I did. It just didn't feel good. So got up a few times, stood up, walked around. I'm out. Good thing I have more downstairs. Right? Like, it was hard. It was hard sitting there. So you're sitting there and you're breathing, and, you're trying to kind of get through the pain, and you don't want to show it, right? Like, and you're there. You're not leaving. You're there for the concert, which was fantastic. It was so good. But by the time we left, I was nauseous. The leg was, I don't even know. I can't even describe the pains. I don't know what I was squishing in my foot, but I was definitely squishing something, and it didn't like it. And probably wearing the boots wasn't the greatest idea, but I really wanted to. And then we walked really slowly back to the car, and I was gonna take my boots off in the truck, but I'm like, no, if I take it off, it might just explode. And by that point, I usually take my compression, like those, I wear the compression stocking. It's on my full leg except my feet. By the time we left, that compression was pushing on the parts that normally hurt really bad when they're squished by the compression. So much more because the leg was now swollen. So as it swells, right, the compression gets worse. But I have to wear the compression because without it, it's even that much worse for the whole leg. So you compromise. So I'm wearing the compression. It's usually off my leg by 8:30, 9 o'clock every night. And so I'm like, if I take the boot off, it might be even worse. So you know what? I'm not gonna play around with it. I'm just going to suffer it out. It's not that long. So I was breathing. I was trying not to throw up. I was literally breaking out in the pain sweats all the way home. I barely said anything. I was like, had my head back. We got home and it was like, oh, okay. I barely made it in the house, and I didn't think my boot was gonna come off. I was like, this thing might not be coming off. Like, I might have to cut this thing off my leg, my foot, like God knows what. But Kelly got it off, thank God. And I like curled upstairs. Got to my room. I got to the bathroom. I literally like ripped the stocking, the compression off my leg. And I thought, I'm not even washing my face. I'm going to bed. Like, I don't care. It was that bad. But then I'm like, no, I got to wash my face. I can't go to bed, because I had, I didn't have any makeup on, but I did have my bronzer on and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I don't want that sitting there, so I gotta wash my face. So as I'm standing there trying to wash my face, I'm like, I took Tums, like, not like Tums works for nausea. I don't know why I took Tums, but I took the Tums and I got ready. Like, it was fast. Like, it's the fastest I've ever washed my face and got ready. And I got into bed. And by then, when I take my compression off, the pressure just builds. It feels heavy. It feels tight. There's throbbing. There's zapping. There's lightning bolts. Like, you name it. Shit's happening in there like nobody's business. It goes off. I get to bed, lay down, and I'm like, and I can't get comfortable, right? Because you just can't. It doesn't matter which way I put my leg. There's pressure, and the pressure makes it worse. And then, like, so I was up most of the night. So, trying to get comfortable moving, adjusting my leg. I grabbed my big thing that I put on if it gets really bad, so I can put my leg in the elevated. And so I was doing all that all night long. And I think I fell asleep around 7 o'clock in the morning. Woke up at 9, and I was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. I don't want to get up, but I had to go to the bathroom. So I go to get up, and my leg's not moving. It's like seized. And I'm trying to get it off, and I'm trying to go to walk, and I can't put any pressure on it, nothing. So I hopped to the bathroom, did my thing, came back, laid down, and I didn't get out of bed till 1. I wasn't sleeping. I just couldn't move. Like, I was drained in every single possible way. And that's what happens. So that's why we say no to a lot of things, because we just don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how things are going to develop, right? So, and it's tough because you want to do these things. You want to go, you want to participate, you want to have fun, but you just never know what can happen. And this was a perfect example. I really wanted to go. Up to the last minute, I was like, no, I better not. And then we went. Did I enjoy the music? Did I enjoy the show? Absolutely. It was wonderful. Was it worth it? I'm not sure. On one hand, I say, it was worth the pain because I haven't done this for so long, and it was nice to get out. But now it's Sunday and I can still barely walk on it. The pain is still insane, and it'll probably be 2-3 more days of that. So one little outing where I really didn't do much. I sat in a chair. I really, I didn't do much, and that's what happens. So, it's not that the people don't want to go with you, or, they say no because they don't like you or something. Don't ever think that. Absolutely don't ever think that, because we do want to go. It's just, we don't want to pay for it after. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it's not so much. So I just wanted to share. Thanks.